Hey, what's up? It's Shane. Here's a Dark Souls 3 walkthrough. Few little things about this walkthrough. We are going to be beating all the bosses. We are going to be doing all the side quests, except for Henri. We'll see why here in a second. And we're going to get all the shards, all the bones, and most of the side quests. Like pretty much everything you can do in this game. And we're going to be doing pretty fun build. Starts with luck, and then about halfway through the game, before you get to some of the really hard DLC bosses, we switch over to Sellsword Twin Blade build. This is kind of just supposed to be about the easiest way to beat the game. There's lots of other ways to do it, but this is the one that I've found that works pretty well. So it's not like the only way to do it by any means, but if you'd like to beat Dark Souls 3 for the first time and you're looking up a guide, welcome. I'll show you the easiest way to go through it without getting killed like a billion times. Only like a million. It's a hard game. I guarantee you I'm going to die at least 10 times going through this game. So, right off the bat, gender doesn't matter, age doesn't matter. Pick assassin, pick black firebomb. Appearance, you want... build, you want a very slim and with a large head, because that will actually help you roll faster. Not really, I'm just kidding, but you know, that'd be funny, right? Large head making you roll. So, you start out in the Cemetery of Ash. This is kind of like a little walkthrough place. You can read the signs on the ground if you like. This is like the main reason to pick this weapon, because it kills most all of these guys at the beginning in one hit, which is nice. Grab the soul of a deserted corpse. And we go over here and stab this guy in the face. Grab the Ashen Estus Flask. That will restore your mana bar. I think it's called like focus points, FP or something, but it's mana, stamina, and health, like for all intents and purposes. Stab these guys, get a Fading Soul. There's one more guy right here with an arrow, bow and arrow, crossbow, whatever. And I think there's one item over here that's good. Oh, never mind. There's nothing over here. Don't need to kill that guy. So, once you do that, just keep going this way. You can read all of that stuff if you're looking for controls. I guess I will do a brief explanation of some of it real quick. I play with a Xbox One controller, so that you can also use PS4 or keyboard. Just for the basic controls, right bumper, which looks like it is correct on my screen. I think it flips it. Right bumper is regular attack, right trigger is strong attack, left trigger is strong block, parry. Left bumper is just regular block, left trigger is parry. That's important. And this shield is actually one of the easiest ones to parry with. B's roll, A's select stuff. Some of the mechanics of the game that might not be really apparent to you if you're just starting Dark Souls. You can roll dodge. So when people are going to hit you, you can block, but this little shield won't do much for blocking regular attacks. However, it's one of the best shields in the game for parrying. Parrying is a bit more difficult, but you can pull it off. It will make your life a lot easier. So, right there. Obviously I missed 4 times, right? But once you finally hit it, it'll make that weird noise, right? And they'll be put into a state where they can be reposted. So that just means you can do a critical attack, kind of like a backstab. Backstab we haven't actually gotten into yet either. So if you can time it right, and it's kind of hard to get the timing right, but the big thing to remember is when he's like holding it to the side, that's when the parry window starts, and when he moves it all the way to the out, that's when it ends. So you want the attack to hit your shield while it's never got there before. Moving across. Stab this guy. So show you backstab real quick. You get behind and use the regular attack. If you're directly behind the bad guy, you will backstab them. If you attack while you're in mid-air, you will do a plunging attack. Okay, that's weird. So come down here to get the fire bombs, and make sure that you equip them. We're actually not going to be using hardly any focus points this playthrough, so just have Estus, Black Firebomb, regular Firebomb. Estus obviously heals you. You can restore that at bonfires, kind of like the checkpoints. If you die, you'll go back to the last bonfire you rested at. And now we're going to go fight the first boss, Ludex Gundyr. So I recommend practicing parrying before, because you're going to want to parry this boss. There are quite a few bosses in Dark Souls 3 that are parryable. So what you want to do is attack 5 times here, or until your stamina runs out. And click on the right stick to target. Wait until he attacks with his big old spear. And parry. Once you parry, just walk right up to him and use regular attack. Shouldn't be too difficult to do. And this guy is particularly easy to parry. There's quite a few bosses in the game that you're just kind of supposed to parry, I think. So right there, he'll transform. Poke him a few times. Oh, didn't mean to drink the Estus. Oh well. So, obviously I rolled right there. You can roll dodge in this game, like that. So if you roll right when the attack is coming, a cheat. There you go, one little hit left. Yeah, so if you roll right when the attack is coming, you will dodge, and you'll become invincible for a couple frames in the game, so roll dodging. Ember Restored. So there's a few things you can do when you're embered. It's like humanity from Dark Souls 1, or human effigies from Dark Souls 2. If you have Ember, that means you can summon NPCs to help you, and players. I'm not going to be summoning any players, so I'll try to do as many of the NPC summons as I can, just because it's kind of cool to be able to do those. Also when you're embered, I think you have 30% more health. That's just a broken sword fragment, don't worry about that. So, you have a little bit of extra health, which is nice. However, the embers, I believe they're called, there's only a finite amount of them in the game. You can get more if you do some PvP stuff, but just be aware they're a limited resource. You can't just use them all the time. Homeward Bones are nice because you get to use those to go back to bonfires and teleport, even though, in my opinion, in Dark Souls 3 they put like far too many bonfires in. It's just kind of ridiculous how many there are. Whoa there, buddy. Okay. Yeah. So honestly, in my opinion, like, starting the second area in this game, which we're about to come to, is about the hardest part in the whole game. Because all your gear is crap, everything hits you and kills you in like one shot, and it's just kind of a rough time. So what you want to do is get as overpowered as quickly as possible as you can. With that in mind, pick up a few items here at Firelink Shrine. Dogs are rather quick. Try to go behind you like a real dog will. Ember. So like I said, finite amount of those in the game, so make sure you pick up as many as you can. Those do wear off when you die, so you see like on the top left hand corner of the screen, the little flames around that thing next to my health bar. When it's flamed up, that means that I am embered. So I have a little bit more health, I can summon NPCs, I can get invaded, I can... yeah. Getting invaded, you can get invaded by other players. Kind of a rough time, because people will come at you and just kill you while you're trying to beat the game. Not always a ton of fun. So, right off the bat, make sure you talk to this guy. This is one of the NPC quests. He's just kind of the stereotypical dude that cries a lot. Make sure you just exhaust his dialogue. Yeah, there's a guy up here. No, he spawns later. Okay. So, there's still a couple things that are optional, but I would recommend. Just makes your life easier later. First off, we're going to go up here. This is a giant thing like from Dark Souls 2. It's for PvP. I wouldn't worry about it too much, so What you're going to want to do is try and run up this tree and then jump to the right, and you should be able to get up on this roof. And it'll take me a few tries. I swear, sometimes I get this on the first try, and sometimes it takes me like 50 attempts. Someday I'll learn how to use video editing software, and there we go. Speed up parts like that. I'll put it in the description or something. Skip to this part if you don't want to watch me fail jumping for 30 seconds. So we're going to go up there, but first we're going to go this way. So right over there is the Blade Master. So he's enemy NPC at first. He's hostile towards you and he'll kill you. So you want to kill the Crystal Lizard. These things are important. They'll give you really good ore, but they also try to run away from you. So you got to kill them before they run away. That gives you some Twinkling Titanite, which we'll need for the secondary main sword that we're going to use for the game, Henri's Straight Sword. Someone try to attack. Must be the swordsman guy. Okay. We're going to go back this way and be rather careful, because if you fall, you will die here. But as long as you're careful. Okay. It's this shard. And if you go to the opposite side from where the door is, maybe a message for you. There is a secret wall. You punch it, it will disappear. And you just roll on down over here, and you get a cool little ring. Covetous silver serpent ring? I think it's silver. Yeah, so this just increases how many souls you get. Once again, good thing to have at the start of the game, because you want to be leveling up just as quickly as you possibly can. A few other little things. We'll talk to this guy first. I think this is Henri. No, not Henri. Andre. So please reinforce my Estus flask. So the shard that I got up on top will let you use more Estus. Then allot it. We're not going to need any of the blue Estus. We want all the regular Estus. So go ahead and grab that real fast and then talk to this lady. Sell items. So in previous Souls games you had to pop all the souls, but now you can just sell them. They don't lose any value when you sell them. So sell everything to her. Make sure you have around 3,700 souls. Talk to the Firekeeper and level up. Stats are going to go get Vigor to 20. Always a good thing to have a fair bit of health. It'll make the game a lot easier for you. I may even go Vigor to 25 right away, actually. We'll see. And this is the bonfire. Now that you've lit the flame here in the Firelink Shrine, we'll be able to go on to the High Wall of Lothric in the next episode. If you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like. If you didn't, then see you later.